Between these two fighters should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale. Frank True Brit Bruno, a fan favorite for sure. Here he comes, fighting out of London, United Kingdom. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
Wow, someone's been really generous here, giving away a lot of weight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, a European champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and
so much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
That punch scores. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport. If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice exchange here from both men. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Nice round, good round, I like that, and happy, full time.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you, and push his own weight on him.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. Aren't they keeping their gloves up? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good left counter that lands. Good punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He parries away the left uppercut. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. He missed with that jab. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He blocks the uppercut. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
And he just missed with that left jab. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the score. Time for the 5th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. And he misses with that jab. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mark. Do you believe this? How are they still standing? These two are the perfect dance partners. He gets out of the way of that left hand. That one will count. Nice counter. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second.
On to the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get it. Kitchen sink.
He's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up. Body in it. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish it. He's ready.
Round 7, here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. Threw the hook, didn't land. And he fails to score with that left hook. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
That left counterpunch will score. They both want the knockout. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. Why aren't they defending? Nice exchange here from both men. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. There was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this far.
Great round. Relax. Now go on to the road. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Perfect counter lands. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Just misses with that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes. It's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab. He misses with that jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Well, sometimes it can be the
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
men showing exceptional chins, by the way. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
You've got someone with the hand speed. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell to start round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Left counter scores. Can they figure out the combination to this thing? Missing with the hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can't land the jab there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. You can only get and then work the top shot. Don't let him get back into this fight. He's fine. Don't let him get confidence. He's stressing about his death tank now. What?
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Hey, those punches add up. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Can they figure out the combination to this save? Big right hand just misses. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you...
And there's the bell to start round 12. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Great counter right hand there. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Good counter left hand there. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.